Hey guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It is 2:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I've broken my record for an early morning video. I just washed up my face and got on here because I need to talk to you guys. Okay, I tell you guys how I do this. I go through all my media apps. I've got 3 or 4 apps on my computer, on my phone, on my laptop that I go through. And well, I have the weekly, the nightly news on ABC, NBC, and I go through all this information and see what's going on. What I'm going to talk about today, yesterday I made 2 videos because I was concerned that 75% of Republicans still believe that the vote was stolen, that Joe Biden isn't their president. And this bothers me. It concerns me. So I did a heart-to-heart video. It's about almost 20 minutes long, where I talked about how this all started. Just common sense. Look up the word narcissist. Try to look at it from an empathetic view, from somebody else's point of view. But anyway, so this morning I held off on downloading that because I see the look and the sound of these Trump supporters' faces. I saw one video of the Trump supporter from the Capitol Wednesday where he is screaming into the camera and he says, "These lawmakers don't get to do this. They don't get to take away my vote. They don't get to tell me that I didn't see what I saw." And I thought about that and I was like, what did you see? Because I've taken each thing one by one. I've taken that suitcase video and took it apart, and it was debunked. I'm not going to go through the whole thing again, but it was debunked. It was explained more than debunked. Votes being shredded. I took that apart. There were millions of envelopes that come along. There was so much extra paper that things have to get shredded. I looked at the dead voter stuff. But even more than that, I think people have already forgotten about that phone call that Trump made. I think about, they don't realize that the Trump appointed judges themselves see no evidence of fraud. Those 2 things right there, the judges, Trump judges right there, are sworn to uphold the Constitution, the laws of this country, and every single one of them did not find fraud. Okay, they're not all involved in some kind of cabal. And that phone call, we've already washed that phone call out of our memories. That's what's been going on with Donald Trump for the last 4 years, that we've been inundated by such corruption and malfeasance and lying every day that what he did yesterday gets washed out and washed away by something that doubles in corruption and lie and falsehoods the following day. And these things continue to get washed out as we go down the line, and we just deal with it. It's like putting out little small fires as the bigger fire rages behind. And that's what's going on with him. And I thought about that phone call, and we've already forgotten about Trump's own voice telling Raffensperger how to lie, that he just needs to find 11,780 votes. And we've already forgotten about that. Trump supporters, listen to that phone call. Come on. So this morning, I went over just conservative sites. I want to get inside Trump supporters' heads. I want to see and feel what they're seeing and feeling, so I could talk to them. Now, let me tell you, most of these sites were Fox News, Newsmax, and Fox News. Those don't or unless you go deep into 4chan or Acon, and I don't even want my name around those places. All right, what I found was most of these sites, what they're concerned with today is Bill Belichick refusing the Medal of Honor. That's the biggest story in Trump world right now. That and what they perceive as tech giants uh, censoring. I can't even remember the words they used, but it's this big uproar. Ron Paul now says he was wiped off. He was taken off Facebook for not following community standards. And him and his followers, now they're all aflame about this. Donald Trump, oh my God, he got kicked off Twitter. And now, so they're talking about how Twitter lost all this money and it's censorship and these people have too much power. Let me tell you guys something, and I didn't even remember this. Let me tell you guys this. Right now, I'm kicked off TikTok. I am a liberal through and through. I am a leftist. I'm a progressive. I'm a liberal. Okay? Right before, in the beginning of November, I got kicked off Facebook for a month. And you guys remember this. If you go back in my videos, I talk about it. I got kicked off for violating community standards. And they didn't tell me. They don't tell you. I had to look, and then it said it was either for somewhat, I don't know how to put this without getting blocked here on losing my advertising here on YouTube. It's either usually nudity or something to do with race. Okay, I had two, and they just started piling up. And here's the thing on Facebook. These violations went back to 10 months earlier. Swear to God. So all of a sudden, I get kicked off Facebook. This is in the beginning of November of 2020. I get kicked off Facebook for violating community standards for a month. And that's another thing. Ron Paul isn't telling you the whole thing. He's not kicked off for good. They don't do that. I guarantee you he's going to be back on in either in a week or a month. That's what they do. He will be back. He's not. Ron Paul, either he's not savvy and he doesn't understand what's going on with his Facebook account, or he's lying to you. All right, so back to my story. I got one charge, and then 2 days later, another one piled up, and another one 2 days later. So over a period of maybe 8 days, all of a sudden I had 6 violations, and I was banned for a month. For things I supposedly posted, random things I supposedly posted 8 months, 9 months, 10 months earlier. Just one single post. One here, one there, one there. 10 months earlier, 9 months earlier. Who went back and found these? And why? It happens, okay? One time, one of the accusations is I used the term, it's a color, like this color on the ceiling, trash. That was it. That was good enough. I used that term and I was kicked off. I think I posted something, a bikini picture, a girl in a bikini. I was kicked off for violating community standards. They were obviously. I put a knot in somebody's panties. Somebody got bent out of shape. Did I fret about it? No. I worked around it. You work around it. And here's the difference. Stuff like that just empowers me. It makes me stronger. It makes me realize that I don't need to be so dependent on one social media platform or social media in general. It makes me stronger because then I find other ways to get around and communicate instead of sitting there and crying that I lost my Facebook and I'm being picked on. Don't even waste any time with that. I just went right around it like a river flowing right around a rock. And it made me stronger. And it made me need Facebook even less and realized I can get around it. That's the way you got to look at this stuff, And that's the same. It's the same thing I've been talking about for years with Trump supporters. You guys have this grievance that you are picked on, and you're downtrodden, and it's your whole argument. The big tech, big media, and the Democrats, and they're all picking on you and trying to squish you. And look, if you were strong and intelligent, you work around, you survive, you take whatever life throws at you and you get around it. Now, I'm not even done yet. I'm banned on TikTok right now. I posted one video before the Wednesday Capitol incident. where I made fun of Trump supporters, told them they don't know how to use their hands. Right? This video got second most video views I ever got, where I really busted ass on the Trump supporters. It's up to almost 25,000 views. All of a sudden, all my other videos started getting deleted over the last week. Swear to God, I've lost 8 videos. I can't even post on TikTok anymore. Nothing. Can't post. Somebody, obviously, by picking on Trump supporters, it's gotten me kicked off TikTok. Have I even said a word to you guys about it? No. Because it makes me stronger. I don't need TikTok. I'll work around it. Come on, guys. Are you that weak that you need Twitter so bad? Donald Trump lost his Twitter. Oh my God. It's the end of the world. What did you do before 4 years ago? Come on. And I'm not even done yet. I got kicked off YouTube about a year ago. Okay? This is the truth. I didn't know how things work on YouTube. And you know what? It's their rules. They're private companies, and I don't even waste my time questioning them. It's their company. They make the rules. I agreed to them. If I broke them, then they punish me. And I'm not going to sit here and cry and bawl that I got picked on. So a year ago, I saw this, something, I think it was on Dr. Oz, about infections and bikinis. And again, bikinis. I love girls in bikinis, man. And it was micro bikinis. And I was like, oh my God, is this a thing? Micro bikinis? So I found a site on YouTube, and I liked a few of the videos, right? So those videos went to my liked videos file. I didn't know that these are adult videos. And by putting them in my liked video file, I was violating YouTube standards. I got kicked off YouTube for, I think it was a month. So that's actually how I developed this channel right here. I have this channel and the success on this channel because I was banned before on YouTube for a silly, stupid violation. It made me stronger. You see what I'm saying? Sitting there crying about Twitter and Trump and oh my God, it's the end of the world. The social media, they're picking on us. It makes you stronger. I shouldn't even be telling you this, but it's the truth. Think about it. And here's the other point. I'm a hardcore liberal, and I've been posting this liberal stuff for years, and they're picking on me too. So what's that say about your crying and your whining? That's all just the conservatives. It's not. It's not. These media people, these social media platforms have rules. Did you read? Okay, I know we all signed something. There was pages and pages, and we all just scrolled right through it. There was about 5 minutes of scrolling, going down, and then we signed off. Okay, I agree. Remember that? And we didn't read any of that, right? None of us did. That was their rules that we violated, and I know none of us read it. There you go. You signed, you agreed to abide by their rules. They make the rules. It's their company. And you know what? If you get kicked off, it makes you stronger because you're being too reliant on this new form of technology. Oh my God, my world's crushed if I lost my Twitter. Don't you see how weak that is? Like I said, think to yourself how strong water is. Water, the ocean, how strong a river is, a raging river. You put a rock in it, and it goes right around it, and it wears that rock down. That rock is your perceived social media censorship, and you are the river. Seriously, think about it. I'll be back later with another video, if my channel's still here.